Live,
Fuck
motherfucker, yeah. Welcome to the pre-show.
Yeah, the first Underhaven pre-show.
Yeah, yeah. Um, we don't have an intro or a clever way to introduce the show. Even it's just us being a couple of fucking stoned rejects, much like we are on
Like
our
on
show,
Stoned
Stoned
Rejects.
Rejects. Yeah, dude.
A couple of stoners, dude. Fuck yeah. Man, you know, as much thought as I tend to like put into all the names, I'm just like, oh yeah, Underhaven, the free show. Yeah, that's what we're gonna call it. Just something fucking simple.
Yeah,
So
dude.
yeah, the reason why we're doing this, I wanna clarify to anyone in the chat, the reason why Swigged is not here right now, we are gonna do a stream after this. We're gonna do a proper fucking show. But he's setting up our like this. You see this overlay that we have right here. He you know, last time he was using the animated overlay. He's getting all that shit set up. He's getting some extra content sent to him set up and shit like that. So we're just doing a pre-show right now. Me and Jay hanging out, gonna shoot the shit about a few things.
Dude,
what?
it's fine. You can tell them the truth, okay? You can tell them the real.
Oh yeah,
reason
dude,
why
I killed Swag to. Yeah, I killed Swag.
Look, I mean,
sorry guys. Yeah,
Animats. Look, I, in all fairness, I advised him to do this because it was way less of a hassle than just firing him. Okay, but it.
Yeah,
I mean,
Swag had to die.
He
Swag had
did.
to die.
He did. He was upstaging Animancer, and you know.
Dude, he dared to speak out against War Corps. That heavyweight intellectual, dude.
Dude, War Corps was offended. He came to us behind the scenes and he was like, dude, I don't feel comfortable with you guys having that swag to dude on the show anymore. and dude, and I was like, well, that's not my place, dude. So I mean, it's fucking Animance's thing, you know. It's his fucking choice. But you know, he was like, no, Jay, like, I really don't know how to make this decision. You know, Swagta is my friend. You know, I'm gonna miss him terribly. I'm like, look, I'm gonna miss Swagta too, but I mean, War Corps said he's gotta fucking go, so he had to fucking go. What else were we supposed to do? Okay? We want this show to be successful, goddammit. We need the fucking backing and support of fucking War Corps. What were we gonna do without that, okay?
Jesus Christ, Jay.
We would be nothing without his endorsement. Nothing.
By the way, just to clarify, because I'm already seeing people in the chat being like, wait a minute, what the fuck? It's a fucking joke. It's a fucking joke. Yeah, Swag's is gonna be on later. We're actually doing a pre-show. Don't fucking worry. Calm your tits.
Yeah, dude.
Jesus Christ.
Do a little bit of kayfabe for a minute and people lose their shit.
Yeah, we threw a bit of piss on Paul there for a second. Sorry, guys. I didn't mean to do that. All right? That's awesome, man. Dude, now I know why those fuckers did it, because it is kind of funny to just subvert people's expectations and be like, oh shit, man, wait a minute.
Yeah, dude.
But no, Swike has actually been helping me out a lot. He's going to help out with editing some of my fucking commentaries, some of my first commentary videos. He's going to help out with that shit. And I mean, we actually just opened up a Discord server. I think I'm gonna go get the link, and I'll actually link it in the YouTube chat so people can take a look at that. But we started up a Discord server together called the Rockstar Republic. It's basically a fucking, you know, a hub server for anything Rockstar games. Because Sweg's been changing around his channel a little bit to just talk more generally about Rockstar games instead of, you know, mostly bully content. So yeah, it's pretty cool. I'm proud of him too, because he's been doing a really good job. Been getting a ton of fucking traction and attention. Because, you know, I guess this can kind of like span into a little bit of a tangent, but one thing that really bothers me about YouTubers, and one reason why I really respect Swegta so much, is you know, he's not afraid to talk shit about the company that, you know, he makes so much fucking content about. You know what I mean? Like, there's so many people who are like, oh, I make content about Nintendo, I make content about Bethesda, so I'm not gonna say, yeah, I'm just gonna slurp their cock all day, and I'm not gonna say anything bad about them because I want to be in their good graces. And you know, there's even some people on YouTube who I do respect, who you know, who have a good, you know, they're those types of people who are, you know, in good standing with Nintendo. And that's why I like that guy Arlo, because he actually is honest. Like, I do not get the impression that he bullshits around. He actually is honest about when he's critical about a game. So it goes to show that, yeah, you know, I mean, I'm sure these companies are willing to work with some people who are like critical on some level, but a lot of these people, they don't think that. Like these YouTubers, they're just like, oh man, I get to be working with Nintendo. I need to slurp their cock constantly. I need to give them constant praise because I don't want to lose that fucking sponsorship. Because I think that's the, you know, a lot of people's concerns is that it's just them being like, oh, you know, I'm too afraid that I might not be sponsored by Nintendo or be able to get these deals and interviews and shit like that. It's like at that point, are you really that much better than like the mainstream media? Because the mainstream media has those same fucking concerns. That's what's supposed to make the independent media different. That's what's supposed to make YouTube, you know, a unique fucking place to consume content.
No, I completely fucking agree, dude. I've watched several fucking people over the years who talk about Nintendo, but the people that seem to like exclusively talk about Nintendo and will talk about everything that they do, you know, they're fucking Nintendo cock slurpers, choking on Nintendo's cock every time they come on. Oh, guys, did you see the new Mario game? Did you see the new Nintendo Direct? Whoa, all the fucking hype, yo. Fucking hyping that new Mario fucking mobile game and shit, you know?
Oh god, yeah, that's egregious, man. Like, if you're a hype man for fucking Nintendo's mobile games, then I'm sorry, man, but like their fucking phone games they didn't start off that bad, but they've just like take a look at Mario Kart Tour. The fact that it's a huge meme now that Diddy Kong costs fucking $40. You can get that pack for fucking Diddy Kong. Costs fucking $40 for a fucking watered down fucking Mario Kart game. You know, for only like $20 more, you could get an actual fucking Mario Kart game with like fucking. Yep. Like, what is it? Like, over 20 characters, at least, in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Like, it's not even a fucking competition. Why the fuck would you bother?
I have to chime in because all I see Jay do is play, like, the Mario Kart mobile game on his phone.
Oh, my God, really? No, Jay!
Okay, here's the thing.
Terrible.
Cause I've been trying to give it a chance, and I downloaded it when it first came out. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna give this game a chance. I'm gonna try it. First, I liked it. At first, I was like, you know what? This is kind of fun. It kind of feels like playing a Mario Kart game on my phone, you know. And I was even ranking quite high in the whatever the fucking rankings are that they do every week. And I was like, you know, this game is actually kind of fun. But I'm gonna say this, and I've actually been working on a video where I'm gonna go in depth, in detail on this fucking game, and I'm gonna lay out all the fucking ways this game is just a fucking trap to fucking, you know, pull you in and then convince you somehow that you need to buy. Yeah, like you said, spend $40 for a single fucking character for a game that is supposed to be free, when you can get a way higher quality game on your fucking phone. On your Switch, rather, or on the fucking, or you could buy an old fucking Mario Kart game for even fucking cheaper. Okay, that's just as fucking good, if not better. Okay, you buy Mario Kart DS or Mario Kart 7, any of them. They're all good. Okay, you don't need some watered down, shitty fucking mobile version unless you really have nothing better to do. And I only play it when I have nothing better to do, and I'm on the fucking toilet or some shit, dude.
Especially with the Nintendo Switch, its entire fucking gimmick is that it's mobile fucking, you know, a console that you can take on the go.
No, they have to make it the fucking, you know, freemium fucking bullshit cash grab that we all know and love. Every fucking single game on our fucking cell phones has to have the fucking cash grab. Why aren't there any real fucking video games on our fucking phones? Explain to me that, motherfuckers. Why can't we just have a good game? Why can't someone announce, hey, here's a game that's gonna be on mobile devices and it's not gonna go after your fucking wallet?
Never.
Never.
Because that's the thing. People wonder why we get so fucking passionate and fucking outraged about this, why we shout at the top of our fucking lungs about this shit, but we have to, because this is the fucking direction that gaming is heading down. Yep. And every time that I hear about a fucking game company announcing a new fucking entry, I don't have that excitement anymore. My first fucking thought is I doubt, and how the fuck are they going to find a way to monetize it and ruin this fucking franchise that I've enjoyed for a long time? Like Bully 2, one of the games that I've wanted wanted announced for a very long time. I would have been excited for it instantly if they announced it, let's say like even like 5 years ago. But now if they announced it today, I'd still be very excited, obviously, but I'd also be very skeptical. I'd be like, how are they going to monetize this shit? Because I've seen how fucking Rockstar monetized Red Dead Redemption 2 and how they fucking monetized fucking GTA, and it compromised the fucking fun of the game. The GTA Online is a fucking joke. It's just a cynical cash grab.
Yup. And a lot of games are these days, and it fucking sickens me. A game that pissed me off, that I'm working on a video right now, and it's probably going to be one of the next videos that goes up on a Dark Corruptions either sometime this week. But I Kingdom Hearts 3. Kingdom Hearts 3. I bought the fucking DLC. I bought the goddamn DLC to see all the extra content that they were going to add. Only to realize it's basically shit that, as I fucking suspected, they cut out of the game arbitrarily so that they could fucking package it separately and charge us extra for it. You know, because, oh, well, it's not essential, even though it is. They literally cut out parts of the ending that otherwise the story makes no fucking sense. Why? Oh, because it's a Kingdom Hearts game. It's not supposed to make sense, right? It doesn't make sense, just like Kingdom Hearts 2 didn't, right? Well, fuck you, motherfuckers. At least Kingdom Hearts 2 had a coherent fucking story that by the end of it, even if you knew nothing, it wrapped up nicely and it had a fucking ending. This game, which was supposed to be the ending to a fucking trilogy, is not an ending. It's a fucking advertisement for a mobile game and other future titles that they haven't even started working on yet.
You know what it reminds me of? How the newest Star Wars movie, it tied into Fortnite. Did you hear about that, Jay? The newest Star Wars movie tied into Fortnite, because in the opening crawl they talk about this like broadcast that was sent across the universe by Palpatine, you know, about his return, and that was actually an event in Fortnite. So what they technically did was, like, some of the plot for that movie, for Episode 9, was actually found within Fortnite.
Dude, I'm glad I haven't seen this movie yet. I'm gonna be dragged to see it soon.
Yes, he is.
And I'm gonna regret every fucking minute of it. It's gone to utter fucking shit. A series that I grew up loving, a series that was fucking amazing. It's fucking garbage now. It's garbage. It's been dragged through the mud by people who have no passion for it, by people who have no idea how to write a coherent story, a coherent fucking narrative, or without just fucking recycling or just fucking mishmashing plots together that don't even make any sense. Like, just fucking hang it up. Hang it up. Just keep re-releasing the original trilogy for the end of time. Okay? Disney's great at that. They have classics that they've been milking for fucking decades. Fucking decades. Keep on doing that, Disney. That's what you're fucking good at. Clearly all the creative people who ever fucking worked for you are long fucking dead.
Disney has not been original.
Yeah,
all
go
the
ahead.
famous fairy tales that made it big in the first place are all old rehashed like fairy tales from like 1,000 years ago.
Yeah, no, they were never original. But at least they made them charming and entertaining.
Even like Frozen is just like inspired by a fucking fairy tale that came before it. Like all of Disney's big fucking movies, yeah, like they all take inspiration from something else. And that's the thing, like everything's fucking derivative, right? I don't know. There's so much hypocrisy when it comes to transformative work. Like content creators on YouTube are, you know, treated with such a different fucking standard that all these fucking massive corporations who have something that they do, it's called inspiration. It's called taking inspiration, but something that an independent creator does is called, oh, you're a ripoff, right? I feel like that's one of the big fucking issues that I have, especially when it comes to shit on. And YouTube enforces that idea because they make it so fucking easy for these big corporations to fucking bully, you know, independent creators and basically enforce this idea that, yeah, fair use is only fair when the corporations do it.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up, the Geek Room? What's up? Hey, what's up, man?
Yo, it's fine. It's fine. I'm gonna take a hit of my vapor. I'll be fine, guys.
Yeah, dude, you got fucking heated, dude. You know, we brought up 2 franchises consistently that Disney fucked up.
Yep. Actually, yeah,
Kingdom
Disney
Hearts
did
and Star
fuck up
Wars.
Kingdom Hearts. That is true. Disney was a huge reason why Kingdom Hearts 3 sucked. Okay. There's fucking proof that they literally go watch fucking Matt Pat's video on Game Theory on it. They literally fucking changed the Frozen world because they didn't want to make Elsa a villain because they don't want to fucking taint their brand. Okay.
How dare you have some creativity, dude? You know what the crazy thing is to me? That reminds me of another crazy news story, and I don't think he's watching this right now, but I talked about it with my friend Half Heartless Heathen, and there was this one time where apparently like they wanted to some kid's father wanted to put Spider-Man on some kid's grave because he was a huge fan of Spider-Man, and he asked Disney for it, which chances are that they were just gonna say fucking no anyway. But I don't see any problem with him asking for it, and they outright fucking told him no because apparently Disney has some policy about their characters not being reflected with death. Even though Spider-Man exists because his uncle died, like that's the whole reason why he became Spider-Man. Like if you know of Spider-Man and if you resonate with Spider-Man, then you clearly have acceptance of the fact that death exists as a concept. Why is death as a concept something that we need to keep out of like the minds of like children? It's something that's shown in so many fucking Disney movies. Like it's something that has to be explained to children. Like, have you ever seen the fucking Lion King?
Yeah.
Have you ever seen Bambi? Those movies talk about that.
Oh, dude, Bambi traumatized
so they're fucking
me as a
hypocrites.
kid.
They're fucking hypocrites, dude.
So here's an issue with this. I don't know. This was a story I got told back in high school, so if there's actually a legitimate story, I can look it up later. But it was about a kid that stole a gun from his parents and shot a girl and didn't realize it could kill her because he didn't understand the concept of death. And in scenarios like that,
wow.
You don't... Yeah.
I mean, yeah, what do you think is going to happen when you shelter your child from the idea of death? Like it doesn't fucking exist.
It's wrong, dude. You need to look. Just because it's difficult to have some conversations with your child doesn't mean that you shouldn't have them. I feel like so many people these days they aren't even willing to have the hard conversations with their fucking kid. Like if you're not willing to do that, then why become a fucking parent at all?
Yep.
Just my opinion.
No, I fucking agree, dude. People just want to become parents because it's some kind of trophy or it's some kind of like thing that they can use in society to gain status or so that their fucking genes can live on or whatever. But they don't think about the actual fucking implications of that. They don't think of what it means to be a parent, what fucking responsibility it is, and how important it is to fucking like, raise your child and teach them shit and like it's.
But babies are so cute.
Yeah, dude, babies are cute. I want a baby because it's cute. It's like a kitten, right? It's like a kitten. I can just get it and then it'll be fine.
It sucks people think that too because like imagine if people had babies for Christmas because if people get cats and dogs for their kids for Christmas and obviously some people plan for that to be a thing.
Babies dead in dumpsters, yo. That shit happens.
Yeah, it does.
Crack, men beating women.
Yeah, mothers on crack, dude.
but like, I mean, it happens, dude. Imagine that. It makes me think. It's like the people who get like a bunny or something for Easter, and then like after one day they don't want it anymore. They thought it would be a good idea at the time. Think of how many people do that with kids, where it's like, oh, I want this. It's gonna be great, and then you have it, and it's like, oh fuck. What have I done?
Yeah, I'm not exaggerating when I say that. Like that is literally how some people treat things like that. Like these big responsibilities. And you want to know what the problem is? Is that less and less fucking parents are willing to have these important conversations with their children. So that means generation by generation, there's just like more and more people who are just less willing to have the conversation that needs to be said. And the past generations, they have their own fucking problems and they suck dick in their own fucking way. But I will say that does seem to be something that's becoming more and more rare, is being willing to have those conversations.
So I have a story with my sister, and the story is she got a kitty, got rid of it because responsibility, got a doggy, got rid of it, and then she decided to have a baby. And I had so much concern because I felt like when like 2 months in, and when it stops being cute and you have a lack of sleep, is when she starts to like regret her decisions. Surprisingly, she's done well, but she's like never been able to keep a pet longer than a month because she gets bored of them.
Some people just need that extra motivation, yeah. The heck? I don't know. Sometimes people end
I
up
cannot
being
imagine,
good parents, but
I cannot. Yeah, I can't imagine like becoming bored with like
a
something
living
you chose.
thing.
Yeah, a living creature. Like, oh man, this thing's so boring. Like, yeah, oh man, this dog comes. Every day when I come home, this dog greets me and tries to lick my face and be nice to me. Fuck that. What a fucking boring piece of shit that dog is. Like, what you want to go for a fucking walk every day, man? You fuck. That's boring. Do something else, won't you? Come on, start juggling. Fuck.
Like, she got a kitty, and I was pissed about the kitty because that cat like slept with me. I really liked her cat. And my mom kind of regretted letting her get rid of it because she kind of wanted it too. This cat was so cute. It would like sleep on my chest. It was sad.
Yeah, dude. Had to put it down.
I fucking love animals, man. Fucking love animals. So that's why I get fucking pissed off because it's just like this shit happens every single fucking day. And there's plenty of shit that we don't even know about, just like with anything. Like, there's so much fucked up shit that goes under the radar. And sometimes it just hits me, and I'm just like, damn, you know how many fucked up things are going on at this fucking second, and I've just got to deal with it. We've just all got to deal with it. Like, maybe it'll change someday, right, guys?
Do you want to talk about Onision and how he treated, I guess, what, like, got found out about his pets?
Oh, yeah. Wait. Chess, did you see that Onision showed up to court in sunglasses and a beanie?
Yeah!
Yeah, dude, we just watched that last night.
Yeah. Yeah, he chose to represent himself and everything. That's fucking ridiculous, man. What's his fucking...
He wasn't gonna sue them, though. That's the thing. Like, in the end, he dropped both court cases.
Well, that's what he always does. Why did anyone think it was going to be any different this time? Greg knows he's got nothing. He knows if it actually is heard by a judge, the judge is probably going to fucking laugh at him. So he wants to, like, what Greg is probably hoping is that if he fucking, like, tries to sue someone, that they'll just get scared and try to settle right away and be like, oh shit, I better fucking give Greg some fucking money. Chris Hansen's not that dumb. Repsion's not that dumb. Like, what did you think? Yeah, they're gonna go through with it. And you're going to be the one looking like an idiot.
See, okay, we watched the last stream he did, and he had this one guy, like Stevie Wolfie or something on, and apparently this guy is like the, what is it? He is the Paul to Brett King when it comes to Onision. Like, he knows everything on this guy. And it was interesting because he talked about his pets. So one, he tries to make his pets have a vegetarian diet.
Oh my god, No, that is disgusting. You do not feed a dog a vegetarian diet. Or a cat. That would kill a cat.
It would kill a cat.
Like, I'm sorry, you don't get to impose your human morals onto a fucking animal who literally, but as a part of nature, they eat meat. That's what they do.
Yeah, would you force a fucking herbivore to eat meat? Then don't force a fucking carnivore to eat fucking vegetables. Like, they can have some, but don't fucking make them eat them exclusively. You fuck.
No, dude. Because cats need a fucking meat diet or they'll die. Dogs can survive without it, but dude, I've seen dogs that have only been fed a vegetarian diet. They look sad. Like,
and then he doesn't do it right. All he does is like he throws his scraps of food on the floor, and
that's fucking abuse, dude.
What
it's not surprising. He abuses animals. He abuses his underage female fans. He abuses his significant others. He abuses his kids, probably.
Oh, also
allegedly.
Apparently, so after he gets bored of them, like I said, he actually puts them to the pound, or if he can't find someone to take them.
Dude, someone should put Onision in the.
Yeah, dude. I saw a tweet from fucking Taylor, Scotty's wife. She posted like her sitting next to Onision on the 24-hour show, and it's just her looking so uncomfortable. Nah, dude, it's just I would like he's fucking creepy, dude. I would not want to be in a room with it. But he has this fucking look on his face always, like you should be lucky to be in a room with me. Like, yes, I am Greg. I am Greg with the winning smile and the great personality, and you love me, don't you? And by the way, and I remember thinking at that time, by the way, and it made me think, because I remember that watching that episode when it was live. And thinking, wow, Greg is, I didn't expect this, dude. I thought he was going to come in and be a total fucking asshole. And in the moment, I was impressed. But then I fucking realized what that actually fucking is. It's a fucking act. It's a fucking calculated fucking act. And just like everyone is fucking says about Greg, he doesn't fucking realize that real life is real life. He thinks he can just do whatever he wants. And then Onision, yeah. He thinks he can just do whatever the fuck he wants, and then, behind the scenes act like, oh yeah, but we're cool, right? I doxed you and harassed you and sent my fans to fucking, harass the living shit out of you and bully you, but, oh, we're still cool, right? Oh, I tried to sue you a few times, but we're still cool, right? Same shit that he did when he... Yeah, same shit that he did when he tried to get TJ to go on the Steve Wilkos show. It's like, oh yeah, we're gonna ham it up for the camera.
Yeah, I remember that.
Hey, yo, it's TB. Respect. Hey, well, hold up. Bully gang, bully gang, bully gang, bully gang. Bully gang, I was picking on other kids. Sorry for myself and the crazy things that I did. Hurt somebody.
One thing I've heard from a lot of people is that, whenever, Onision is around them, he tries to, like, put the moves on them and, like, try and be all slick. I can see right through that shit, because I can tell when someone's trying to be emotionally manipulative, especially on the internet. Like, I don't know, man. I just have this, like, secret fucking sense. I can tell when someone's like that in most cases. Sometimes it takes me, like, 3 years to find that out. But, yeah. In most cases, I can usually tell when someone's a piece of shit. And I've actually had a conversation with Onision before. I don't know if did I ever tell you that?
TJ, by the way, is the amazing atheist.
I don't know if we were cutting out or something like that.
Yeah, I think
but,
so.
All right. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
All right. So, but yeah, the one time that I fucking encountered Onision, I asked him... I asked him a simple question, and I asked him a question which was basically in jest. I was like, hey, are you a vegetarian? Or no, I said, are you a vegan because you're afraid of plants? And he didn't tell me no. He didn't say no. I want to clarify. He did not say no. In fact, he went on to tell me a story about a fucked up experience that he had with a plant as a child, and he never told me no. So you know what that tells me? That tells me that it is true. He actually is afraid of plants. And that's why he's a fucking vegan. Because he fears plants because he had a bad experience with a plant as a kid.
Yeah, dude. That's proof right there. Onision's afraid of plants. We gotta eat them all, dude. We gotta eat them all before they take over. Before they rise up.
If he wasn't afraid of plants, he would have told me no. Right? Like, come on.
Dude, John Morgan, I don't know if you're trolling, okay, but if you don't know who someone is, you can, like, easily look them up, okay?
It's John Morgan, dude. It's John Morgan. He's a troll. He's a good troll, but he's a troll. No, he's a funny guy, honestly. Dude, I want to know how I know he's full of shit. Because I asked him to help me out because he always comes up with these really weird but also like surprisingly good questions for Pimp Monk on his streams. So whenever I get around to doing that interview with TJ or whatever I'm gonna do, I'm gonna ask John Morgan for some question ideas because he seems like he'd have some good ideas for what to ask TJ. Yeah, and this motherfucker's like, "Who's TJ Kirk?" in my fucking chat room. Like, you fucking bastard! You know damn well who he is.
Yeah, I know. I was like, wait, because I've seen him in Pimp Monk's chat, but I'm like, is there a chance he doesn't know who the amazing? That doesn't seem likely. That you had me for a minute, mate. God damn.
Yep. You got Jay.
I'm too serious of a person. What are jokes? Yeah, dude. I have no idea.
What are jokes? Damn, dude. Who's Animancer? Shit. Dude.
I don't know, dude.
Man, what if I become like a nobody on my own podcast? Dude, imagine being that, man. That'd just be crazy. Holy crap.
Your
John
name
is full
on
of
the
two
fucking
things,
screen.
Jay.
Your name is right up
Bullinator
there,
says John is full of two things. Shit and money. Alright. Dude.
Rejects. But no, dude. I mean, you have a perfectly realistic photograph of you right on the screen, so it's not like anyone could mistake you.
No. Yep, dude. Both of these are entirely fucking accurate. No creative liberties taken at all. Jay actually has horns.
Yeah.
Jay actually has horns.
I mean, I'm surprised you guys got a picture of me in my demon form. You know, I don't normally take photographs in that form.
Yeah.
You also happen to get a photograph of me when I was beardless. But
oh yeah. We don't talk about that. Don't mention that. Don't mention that. No, I like the new overlay and layout and everything, man. It looks fucking tight.
It's sexy. It's sexy, yo. This fucking Underhaven situation's the best dude. 50 more episodes, and then 50 more after that, and then after that 150, and then you know how many that makes? 300. Because episode 300 is the day that I'm gonna get fisted by a fucking rhinoceros horn. I don't know, dude.
Yeah, but here's the problem with that. Here's the one. Here's the one problem with that, dude. Here's the one problem with that. Here's the one problem.
Only one.
Rhinoceros do not have fists. They do not have fists. Other than that, everything about that, what you just said, would have been possible. But they do not actually possess fists, so it's not possible. Now, if they had a fist, if we were able to, like, surgically sew on a fist onto a rhinoceros, then we could make it happen. But, you know, given what we have right now, dude, how fucking rare are fucking rhinoceroses? Those things aren't very common, are they?
We'll go to the zoo. We'll go to the Albuquerque Zoo. We'll find a rhinoceros. I'll get like a giant like Hulk fist. I'm gonna stick it on the rhino's horn, and I'm gonna fucking sit on it, dude.
Oh my god, dude.
I might need some help to get it out afterwards, though. But other than that, it'll be the most epic episode ever.
Dude, you know some person has unironically gotten that idea in their head and been like, "Oh yeah, this is a great idea." This is a great idea.
Dude, someone out there should draw that.
Dude, you know that someone out there has already drawn that shit.
Someone draw me getting fisted by a
Because look, every single Pokemon that exists has definitely had porn drawn of it. And Rhydon's a thing. And a Rhyhorn, I should say.
Dude, I'm too rejected.
Yeah. This is the type of shit that we start talking about when we're... I guess this is what happens when Swegta's not here. We start talking about fucking Pokemon porn and shit like that. Yeah, holy crap, man.
We don't have Swegta to keep us in line, dude. Well, if you guys like us without Swegta keeping us in line, you can come over and watch Stoned Rejects when we do it on Wednesdays.
Same channel.
Yeah, same fucking channel.
Same channel, Wednesdays.
Ring the fucking bell, yo. Ring the motherfucking bell. Gardevoir, fuck yeah, dude. Gardevoir is the best Pokemon.
I prefer Gallade.
I don't like the porn drawn of it. Don't do that to Gardevoir, okay? She didn't do nothing to you. She doesn't deserve to get like raped by a fucking Lucario or some shit.
Well, you know what, dude? That's just your opinion, man. That's just your opinion.
Sorry, so someone should draw Gardevoir getting fucked by a fucking ride-on horn or whatever.
Oh, dude, that's been done before, man. That's been done before. All this shit's been done. Dude, there's nothing that we can think of in our fucking sick, twisted heads that hasn't already been drawn. Because there's way more.
Just to let you know, Adam, I tried to Google rhino fisting someone. I actually could not find it. I found a rhino fucking someone that was animated, but that's the closest I can get.
Damn, dude.
Dude. Pikachu, go for the horn! Remember that?
Yeah, dude.
Remember that?
Dude, I love how the fucking Pokemon anime had nothing to do with the games.
yeah, because they could dodge attacks. They could do that in the games, but not like on command. There's so many weird like things. Like there's that. Remember that one time where fucking where Bulbasaur used Whirlwind? He fucking blows out like fucking air.
Well, remember when fucking Charizard used Fly, but you couldn't fucking fly on a Charizard, but you could somehow fly on a tiny ass fucking Pidgey?
Yup. Yeah, a Spearow. You could fly on a fucking Spearow, but not a Charizard.
You could literally fly on what the Pokédex calls the tiniest bird Pokemon. Like you can fly on that, but you can't fly on a Charizard could you fly on a Dragonite?
Yeah, I think you could fly on a Dragonite. But dude, have you ever seen that fucking it's like a classic Pokemon image where it's Gary or Blue, you know, he's riding on the Spearow and then it's like red on his Scyther and he can't fly, but for some reason fucking Blue can fly on his fucking little dude. Spearow. Let me see if I can find that image.
That's the image I was thinking of. It's like fucking
Oh yeah.
It's retarded, dude. Like how But yeah, why can't Scyther fly either, dude? Because it's pretty big and it's got wings. Scyther and Charizard need to be able to fly. Where did you learn to fly?
Where did you learn to fly?
Dude,
dude, this is a very controversial opinion. It's a very controversial opinion, but I think that every flying type should be able to use Fly.
No. Really? I don't know, dude. That seems a little intense. That seems a little intense. I don't know if we should go that far. You know what
I think every flying type should be able to fly.
You know what I think? I think the Pokemon franchise is dead, and I don't give a fuck what they do anymore.
Yeah, I don't even give a shit. Like all the quality of life changes that they've tried to make and shit, and just like, damn, like I'd rather take the old games over this any day.
Yep. It makes me sad because there are actually a lot of good ideas that they've implemented into the more recent games, but it's like, I just don't care. It's not worth it for me. The games aren't that compelling anymore.
Giant Pokemon.
Giant Pokemon. Yeah, dude, giant Pokemon. And a fucking half-ass wild area that is underwhelming to literally everyone who fucking describes it.
And if you want a full experience, then you gotta pay up for expansions.
The only Pokemon you've ever played was Pokemon Yellow? Good. That's like literally one of the best fucking games.
It is. Series. It's sad that like you know what, like even though Pokemon's still huge and everything, isn't it crazy that the highest selling Pokemon games are still the originals?
But dude, like, I don't know, dude. I even could have forgiven if they'd have just kept going with the original tradition of 2 games and then a third one after, you know. But then. But then it's like, okay, instead of that, we're going to do sequels. And that pissed me off at first until I played Black 2 and White 2 and realized they were fucking great. And then I was like, okay, you know what? I can get into this sequel thing. If that's what they're going to do from now on, then good. You know, I can get behind this. Next game, no third game, no sequel. Okay, so we're just doing away with that then? Only 2 versions? You know what? Hey, I can get behind that too, because at least we don't have to buy 3 fucking games. But then, next generation, here's 4 games. Yeah, and they're all the same. They're all the same. They're all garbage. There's nothing fucking new in the Ultra Sun and Moon that's worth buying a whole new game over. The game isn't even worth buying in the fucking first place. You know, I don't even know why because I hated Moon. Why I bought Moon, I played it, I finished it, I was like, this is terrible. I don't know why the fuck I bought Ultra Sun after, because I'm like, well, gotta give it a chance. I'm still, you know, I still fucking have my soul sold to fucking Nintendo. I still have fucking Nintendo's dick down my throat. Can't stop fucking buying Pokemon games now. But now it's like, oh, hey, you want all the content? See, before it was like, at least if you wanted all the content, you could wait a little bit, buy like the ultimate version, or you know, and it was like, okay, yeah, Yellow, Crystal, Emerald, great. Now it's like, you want all the content? You gotta buy both games, both DLCs. Fuck you, Nintendo. You fucking pieces of scamming fucking shit. Game Freak, you scamming pieces of fucking shit. And Pokemon is dead.
Game Freak's fault, man. It's Game Freak's fault.
It's both.
It's all Game Freak's fault.
It's both. It's both. Nintendo and Game Freak are both. Because you think Nintendo isn't telling Game Freak what to do half the fucking time, if not more.
I think Nintendo would treat Pokemon with more respect if it was proper first, if it was properly owned by them. They treat Mario and Zelda with respect. Pokemon would be,
dude. If if they treated Mario with respect, then Super Mario Run would not be a thing. Paper Mario Color Splash would not be a thing. Fucking what was the other one that they did? Fucking New Super Mario U Deluxe would not be a fucking thing, and we'd be able to actually play all the classic Mario titles right there on the fucking Switch. No, they don't fucking treat Mario with respect. Not at all. The only thing they can do is every once in a while create a fucking possible game like Super Mario Odyssey with a bunch of fanfare to remind everyone, hey, this is Mario! You love Mario, right? Everyone loves Mario! Mario! And then fucking, like, just continue making shitty fucking remakes and shitty mobile games in between.
Somehow, that's still a million times better than what Pokemon's treated.
I guess. So I'll concede there. Because, dude, Pokemon Let's Go, utter garbage. Pokemon Sword and Shield, utter garbage. Pokemon Ultra, like, literally, the last few Pokemon generations have been utter garbage. I would be content to go back to the days when fucking Black 2 and White 2 were the newest games and say, let's cut it off there. We don't need any more.
3D models were a mistake, man. 3D models were a huge fucking mistake. I don't even think they were a mistake,
because I think they look good. But you know what? They're not necessary, because I liked the 3D pixels that they did in Black 2 and White 2. Those were charming. Those were really fucking cool. But they still look digital, and it still looked like a fucking Pokemon game. It still had that
awesome in my
distinctive Pokemon look. In my opinion, if they wanted to do 3D models, they should have stuck with what they were always doing, making a separate fucking Pokemon game that links up with the main series portable title on the fucking
another Shadow Pokemon game.
Yeah.
That would have been better than Sword and Shield. Bring back those people.
Yeah, dude. Stadium was good. Fucking Coliseum and XD were good.
Battle Revolution was okay.
Battle Revolution was a step back in my opinion. See, what they should have done with Battle Revolution should have had a fucking single player campaign.
Definitely.
If it had a single player campaign, it would have been perfect. Other than that, it's just basically an upgrade of Pokemon Stadium, which I can appreciate because I like Stadium, and I did always think, it's cool being able to take your Pokemon from the portable game and play with them up on the big screen in 3D, play with your friends. It was a fun little gimmick, but that's all it ever needed to be, a gimmick for a fucking side title where you can, see these fucking impressive looking 3D models. But it didn't need to be the whole fucking focus. That's the problem. They put too much effort into making the games look good. This is one of the biggest downfalls, by the way, of the gaming industry in the last decade, and I've been saying this for a long fucking time. I don't care how a game looks. I care how it plays. I care that it's fun. So I don't care that they fucking have to go all out. And it's the same thing that ruined Kingdom Hearts 3. Oh, we're gonna rebuild. We already have a lot of work done, but we're gonna just scrap all that and rebuild it in Unreal Engine 4 so it looks pretty. Pokemon, we have a lot of great mechanics and we could build on that, but instead, let's scrap half of them and put all our effort into making it look good.
You know what it reminds me of, man? You know how movies these days have such a huge inflated advertising budget to the extent where it becomes such a huge issue that if these games are don't meet a certain financial level, they have to reach such a huge financial threshold to be considered successful just because of how much is fucking basically wasted in advertising. These fucking companies they spend way too much in fucking advertising because it's fucking killing the cinema industry. I feel like the same thing can apply to games and graphics. They're so obsessed with trying to make it look as beautiful and as impressive as possible that they completely lose the fact that it's a video game. It's not a movie. It's not a visual experience entirely. It's something that you engage with and you play in. And if you want to have a game that has more of a narrative focus, less of a gameplay aspect, and looks very beautiful, then that's perfectly fine. But I hate that every other fucking game is just trying to be that. As much as I fucking like Sony, think about how many of their fucking exclusives are going down that path. They aren't there yet. I mean, a lot of those games are like let me just say, God of War, Spider-Man, great fucking games. But I'm just afraid that I just don't want games to head too far down the path of like, oh, we only care about presenting a story. We don't care about gameplay. You have to find a good in between. That's where the best thing for a game exists, in between.
Well, I will say, maybe. See, I think we're at a point. I know there has kind of been like a graphics fucking arms race of sorts when it comes to gaming developers. Like, yeah, we got to make the best looking games. I'm hoping that we're close to the point where we're over that hump, where everyone feels the need to make things look good, where it's just, there's a standard now, everything looks the same, and we can finally start working on actually developing good game mechanics and good stories and shit again. That's what the gaming industry needs to get back to. You've achieved what you wanted to achieve. Games look beautiful now, okay? There's not much else you need to do. We don't need fucking 8K fucking 5,000 pixel fucking resolution shit. I don't fucking care.
There's a reason, in my opinion, why the SNES, in my opinion, is one of the it's my favorite console of all time. It's my favorite console of all time because
it's one of mine.
They perfected. They were able to finally do what was at that time just games. They were able to do it complete fucking justice. And when 3D gaming came in, an interesting idea, but it overtook so many franchises, and so many franchises had to start to get their fucking footing. Look, as much as I love fucking Mario 64, it's the first in its fucking series, right? Like, you know, it's not as good as, like, in my opinion, it's not as good as what came after it. It's not as good as Sunshine. It's not as good as Galaxy.
Well,
it's a good game.
That's the thing, though, because you have to come from somewhere. You could see, like, the NES, it was like the foundation that they built. You know, we're just starting, we're figuring this out, this platforming shit. The SNES was a step up from that. It was like, okay, we figured it out now. We know what we're doing. Now we're working on quality and improving that. And they did a great fucking job. The way I see it, like, the SNES is like what the fucking NES was leading up to. That doesn't mean the NES doesn't have great games on it, because it does, but the more like definitive titles are on the fucking SNES. And I think with you could kind of see it going in a similar pattern with the 3D gaming. The N64 kind of laid that foundation. And the GameCube would have been the thing to perfect it if it wasn't also competing with the PlayStation and the Xbox. And, you know, they were able to do certain things better, and that took away from the fucking focus of the GameCube. And
you're right.
And Nintendo didn't know how to compete in the time. Honestly, though, I think Nintendo were doing a good thing. I liked what Nintendo did. I thought the GameCube was fucking brilliant. I thought it was a good way of building upon what the N64 was. And, you know, it was that, like, it was more of a finished product, just like the SNES was to the NES. And I think Nintendo took a look and realized, well, shit, now we've got two other fucking companies to worry about that are competing with us. They have better graphics and better fucking hardware, so how do we compete? And they lost fucking sight. They got too gimmicky. It has to be a fucking gimmick. It has to be, oh, motion controls. We're gonna fucking put all our eggs in that basket. And that worked a little bit, but to the larger extent it failed, because nobody uses a fucking Wii anymore, and nobody uses motion controls anymore. The Switch has optional motion controls that most people don't even fucking touch.
Well, that's the sad thing, man. Nobody would be using those other Nintendo consoles, but Nintendo doesn't do that one thing that we keep fucking bringing up. Literally any time that it just keeps coming up, but they should be selling a subscription service with all their fucking games from every single fucking generation on the Switch. There's no reason why it's not the fucking definitive system. It can run everything up to the Wii U, so it should be doing that.
And I mean, I know people think like, oh, well, that would be too many games. That would be too hard or this or that. It really fucking wouldn't be. If Nintendo put a fucking good team on that and was like, you know what, yeah, let's work on porting these fucking titles, or let's not even porting them. Dude, they can do what they did with the fucking Wii, just dump a bunch of fucking ROMs. They could steal emulators from the fucking hacking community like they've done in the past. It's not fucking hard, Nintendo. I wouldn't even care if they did that. At least they'd be yeah, it would be scummy, because I think they should be putting in their own work. But literally, Nintendo, if you want to cut corners, you know, there they are. Okay?
Dude, here's a radical idea, man. These people that they send DMCA notices to, how about they offer them a fucking job, man?
Yeah, dude. No,
Fucking make
no,
this
no.
shit happen.
We should sue these fuckers for daring to touch our properties. It's fucking ridiculous.
Yeah,
dude.
let's sue these people who are taking the initiative to keep our games alive, because they no doubt fucking love them and want other people to play and enjoy them, because we aren't offering that experience ourselves.
Dude, I've said this for a long fucking time. If someone is actually gonna go through the fucking trouble of making their own fucking fan game, and it comes out good, and it looks good, and it's fun, and people actually like it, Nintendo, rather than viewing that as you're infringing our copyright, they should view that as a fucking job application and hire that person. Look at that fucking thing that they made, view it as their fucking resume, get in contact with this person and say, we'd like to hire you. Because yeah, there's so many fucking people out there that would put the time and effort into actually making these things happen. If Nintendo would hire people from outside, people who are dedicated fans, rather than just staying in-house with everything and oh, it's got... Stop being a bunch of stubborn fucking corporate motherfuckers. Realize that your fans are what made you, and your fans could push you further than you could ever go on your own.
Think about how many people would be fucking, like, inspired by that to, like, work on their own shit and come up with new, fresh ideas, because they'd think to themselves, hey, you know, maybe if I do something like this, you know, maybe if I create, like, an interesting, like, you know, like a mod or like, you know, a fan hack or something like that, maybe Nintendo will take interest in me and, you know, actually hire me for like an official project. Wouldn't that be cool? It's like, why not work with these people in a way that's beneficial for everybody? Nintendo would make more money, man. They
would, but they'd probably tell you they wouldn't. Be like, oh no, that makes us lose money. Here's the actual reason. Here's the reason they don't want to do that, mate. The reason is because Nintendo doesn't want the general public to know that, hey, this is something that just anyone can do. They want people to think, wow, Nintendo does a lot of hard work, and it must be so fucking hard to do what they do. You know, I could never do that in a million years. What great gods Nintendo are. You know, how impressive. That's what they want. You know that's what they want. Like, they don't want people to think, oh, wow, this is something I could do too. Because that doesn't, like, they want to be viewed as fucking gods. Gods of the gaming industry.
I and so many other people actually probably would have that perception of them if they actually did what I said, but they make themselves look like fools. They have all this fucking potential, and they waste it and they squander it. And if they did actually do those things that I said, if they did a lot of the fucking things that I said, and I know that sounds extremely egotistic, but if a lot of those ideas were implemented in some way, I do think that there would be a lot better PR for Nintendo. They'd be a lot more successful. Maybe I'm a fucking arrogant piece of shit, but I don't care.
Yep. Agreed.
But yeah, I think we should probably wrap this up because you know, I want to have some time between this and the next stream where we can chill out.
Cool. So I guess we'll return with Swegta on the actual Underhaven, not just us two bullshitting for an hour.